My name is Rika O'Connor. I'm the Chief Operating Officer and Chief Financial Officer at TKO, which is a boutique booking agency with a roster that consists of mostly hard rock, classic rock, and heavy metal. While I was in college, I started working at a radio station in Detroit, which was a really big market. And our station had really great ratings. It was really popular, especially with young people. I worked there for several years. I loved it so much. And then I worked at a couple other radio stations after that. And then I kind of did a little detour and did television for 3 years, where I was also on camera and behind the camera. I moved to LA. I did a bunch of music videos, just like kind of being a PA, and learned that side of the business. One of the bands that I worked with was Limp Bizkit. And then Fred Durst had a record label at Interscope called Flawless Records, and he hired me to work there. And I worked there for a while, and then that kind of led me to my current job, where I've been for 20 years in the booking world. There have been several women in the last 20 years or so that have inspired me, but if I had to pick one, I would say Jamie Kelsall, who was an agent at APA. I watched her grow from an assistant to being a VP over there. She's very hard and tough, but she does it with poise and grace. Maybe not necessarily barriers, but early on in my career, maybe I wasn't always taken seriously, or that my voice wasn't heard all the time. I would tell myself to ask more questions. Sometimes I was afraid to ask questions out of fear that I would sound dumb or something. Asking questions is the only way you can really learn. So it took me a while to get to that point, but I think I found it now. I always tell young women when they're coming up in the music industry, or really any career path, to always be nice to people and be assertive and be proactive, go the extra mile and do something that maybe isn't their job, but just help out in other ways. And also, you never know when your intern is going to be your boss someday. So you always want to be nice to everybody. The long and winding road, only because it started out when I was very young, and I went through different areas of the industry until I finally found my path right now, which has been the last 20 years at the booking agency. Now it's kind of straight, but it's still a long path. Surrounding myself with other strong, positive women in the industry, and maybe not in the industry, helps me to be confident. I can express my thoughts and my fears to them without being judged. And also age. Maybe 20 years ago, I wasn't as confident, but now as I grow, I feel more comfortable in my skin, and that has definitely boosted my confidence.